So, Stephen, you already kind of alluded to it. Other than just yearly doctor's visits or biannual visits, let's talk diet and lifestyle.
Let's talk it.
So, I mean, everybody will tell you diet and lifestyle, diet and exercise, all that stuff. It's really important. But what does that really even mean? I mean, there's just so much information out there that it's probably a lot of it's misinformation.
It can be ambiguous. And I mean, you're going to hear it from every specialist in the field. And if I hear any different or you hear any different, I would love to hear the reasoning behind that. But depending on your physical state, you should really be talking about your physical limitations or capabilities with your primary care doctor, because that's going to really determine what you can do to really set yourself apart and start progressing, right?
Yeah, based on a lot of our research, we found that one of the biggest problems that leads to prostate issues and overall health issues is obesity.
Oh, to a staggering degree. Every disease state that I've ever studied, that you've ever studied, that is out there can be traced back to obesity, weight, diet, nutrition. And that links into cardiovascular, that links to diabetes, and you start to realize that all of these things are linked together. So that's the take-home message here. The isolation does not exist in a dynamic setting like this.
Just so in our health.
I mean, I know from you, the transformation you made from diet and lifestyle, I mean, like, walk us through that, man, because that was just like being someone that saw that from the outside.
Yeah, well, I mean,
over a semester.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, when I started pharmacy school, I started learning about drugs and all the side effects. And, you know, I've got a history of heart disease in my family.
Right.
And I mean, that scared the crap out of me.
How could it not, man?
Yeah. I mean, just
like that.
looking at these drugs, looking at these treatments and being like, I don't want to do that. And I know that I have a genetic history.
Right.
And I had to stop. Like, I had to stop eating what I was eating. You know, I wasn't necessarily sedentary.
Yeah.
I was, still active, but
you were. I know you were doing yoga.
I mean, diet,
baseball, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I was a college baseball player, all that stuff. But diet really plays a huge role in all of this. And when I curved my diet and said I'm going to be prostate, that changed everything. I mean,
it did. No,
it
lost like 60 pounds, man.
Yeah,
lost like 60 pounds. Not gonna lie, before my prostate days, before Men's Health, I used to crush the 2 for $5 Whoppers on a daily basis.
Oh, Steven.
There's no cheese, man. There's no cheese.
I mean, there's pickles and lettuce. It's okay.
Oh, the pickles are what make it. But it was just that's what did it for me, man.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
Yeah. Well, I think the big thing is, like, anybody who's watching that, you might have a loved one, or you yourself might be out of shape, to a degree, is I guess the big thing is, don't expect to just get off the couch and be a marathon runner. I think that's unrealistic. We call them SMART goals, and it's just setting up goals for yourself that are realistic. Like, hey, I'm not in great cardiovascular shape or whatever. And it's like, just get up, go for a walk, do 10 jumping jacks.
It's taking action. I mean,
couple of push-ups, get a dog and take your dog for walks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
that was
can't be
big for
overstated.
me, walking
just
the pups.
I know you walk juice downtown Tampa every time I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Always getting out there. Just making the effort to get moving, get your body going. It's going to do you such, it's going to have such benefit in the long run, because you kind of hit that point where you think, okay, now I can do more. Yeah. And that's when you start progressing. It's not, I'm going to go kill it for an hour and a half and you're just sweating your ass off outside and you don't want to go back the next day. You have to take it step by step.
Everybody quits after a week when you think you're a marathon runner.
What's more important, or equally important, is nutrition. So I know I have things I've researched. You have things you research. We come up with similar, different things. But, walk us through things you found and things that helped guided you along that way.
So some really important things that I found as far as good prostate health and just good overall health. I mean, we're not going to lie. Like, back to women, your mamas were right. Eat some vegetables.
Dads were right too, man. They all push it, but
they did. But do we listen? Do they listen? And so that's really important for us to promote some of these foods that we found in our research that were tied to prevention of prostate cancer and prevention of BPH
everywhere.
Yeah. It's staggering.
I mean, the amount of research that ties it. Not that these foods can do good everywhere. I'm not surprised if they do, because that's just the way that the research for the fruits and vegetables and grains and all that goes. But
we're not here to promote any kind of diet. We're not here to promote any kind of lifestyle. We're finding things that we've tied into, that clinical studies and research have tied into being healthy. Yeah. And, it's really not a surprise. Realistically, like tomatoes, they're great for you. I eat tomatoes almost every day. I love them. So we got tomatoes, so cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, kale, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
Legumes, beans. I know, since Steven stopped crushing the 2 for $5s.
Oh, the bean burritos really replaced the 2 for $5s.
This guy brings a bean burrito to school maybe every day.
You got to get the recipe down, because once you, if you really start going that route of cooking, and once you get good at it, it becomes just it becomes beyond a hobby, and it becomes a lifestyle. You want to incorporate, you feel better when you take care of what you're putting into your body, because the output is to such a greater degree of benefit for a person. So it's definitely replaced it for me.
I feel bad for the people that sit up front with you after lunch, after those bean burritos.
Silent. It's all good. It's not me. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good.
They are, by talking about the diet and the lifestyle, again, Patrick, do I have to become a vegetarian and a vegan hearing this?
No.
Is that what you're pushing?
No, that's not what we're saying.
That's what our main take home point is. This is not to push one diet or the other. You have to do what feels right so you feel consistent to be your best self.
Read some food labels.
Oh, go
legitimately
beyond.
Read some food labels.
Go to the bottom half of the food labels, and that's where it gets real.
When you start not being able to pronounce what's in it, you might have a problem.
Yeah.
Processed foods.
It could have 0 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, 80 grams of protein, and you may think that's awesome. Did you read the ingredients? Did you read the vitamins, minerals? Because those vitamins and minerals are playing a crucial role.
Where do you get your protein, bro?
Oh man, the times you hear that, just living a more vegetarian, plant-based lifestyle. But if you can't, like Patrick said, if you can't read the label, if you're reading a paragraph, that's a sign that you should probably stay away from what you're about to eat. But to each your own. Everything in moderation. If that's your belief, you have to do what feels right. Yeah. So I know that's the research you found. There's some I've actually found.
Yeah, tell me about.
I like to talk about.
I'm reading some of the stuff that you found. And it's pretty profound. I didn't even know this, and I'm a prostate guy, and I like to read about it and
yeah,
work on it.
It was a
you
great.
Found some good stuff. Tell us about it.
It was a great study on BPH and ED and the diet, nutrition, things that are linked to it, and it's going from your macronutrients, which are macros, counting your macros, proteins, carbs, fats, to your micros, your vitamins and minerals, your calcium, your zinc. These are things that
don't forget your fiber.
Really, oh
big.
My gosh, I overlooked fiber.
A macro?
I'm sorry.
Is fiber a macro? It should be.
It is.
If it's not.
It is.
Okay.
I'm considering it one, even if it's not.
It
but it is. 30 grams a day recommended.
So it is now. Fiber is a macro now.
Yeah.
We've made it official. Men's Health Unscripted.
So the big winner of this research was flaxseed oil. Flax seeds are great for omegas, and they've showed great to provide great outcome for people with BPH and preventing that BPH onset. That comes down to fruits and vegetables, like Patrick mentioned. I'm not going to get into all the chemicals that are in those, but some things that have been shown to increase BPH are your bad fats and red meats. And again, I'm not here to press a diet on anyone, but these are the facts, and you'll find them on really any clinical-based site that these are just not good for you. You knew fats, and you might know red meats as well, but just in terms of the inflammation that this will cause on your prostate for BPH in the long run, right? Because the reason the prostate is getting bigger is the inflammation. So that's the value we're trying to provide, just letting you know that there is research out there. We'll provide links to the research. We can do that. If you want to give it a read, it's a pretty straightforward study, a collection of different studies that have been found. Diet and nutrition, guys, this is the value we're putting out there. We hope you find...
I think, honestly, just to interrupt you, I don't think anybody loves steak or bacon more than me.
God, I love it.
Just limit it. You don't have to eat it all the time or every day.
I'd eat 12 pieces of bacon a day after grade school.
I'd go through sleeves of bacon.
Oh, yeah. How could you not?
Yeah. We just learned, hey, why don't we limit this?
Yeah. So thanks for checking in, guys. Give us a follow, subscribe, comment down below.
Men's Health.